Welcome.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain, yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Whatever am I to do?
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me. Getting proper rest is an important. Twas just as daunting to battle Cyclopes there as A good sleep does wonders.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust? A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure. Ha ha! I could do this all day!
A result to be proud of.
Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed. Oh! I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
Our collection grows.
Not fast enough. Goblins!
Exploiting our enemy's weakness.
There's no debilitation a curative cannot mend.
Avoid claiming any cost there is. You have been doused in oil.
I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
I look forward to seeing your marksmanship. You hold the enemy's focus, and I shall strike them down.
Well, 'tis clear the two of you know what you're doing.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Lay down your arms before you hurt yourself. Halt, I say! Stop running!
Paths to victory are myriad indeed. That's just the never would have occurred to me.
Surely not! Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Use these flames to smite our enemies. One of us has been drenched.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
That is most fortuitous.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
'Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
Try not to get hit, lest all that men go to waste.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for
We've little need for a campsite at present.
I understand the inclination arisen. Camping is one of life's simple pleasures.
Let my magics grant you an elemental food.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Hold fast, Arisen. I shan't let you fall.
The Arisen is in your charge!
Oh, well spotted. I'm sure my master would be astonished to learn this is here. Now then, which way?
Ah, let us pick a path and be done with it. If our choice is a poor one, we can simply return. I'll wager I could make that shot.
I grant you roaring flame.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
This is just what's needed. creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cook.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
I don't know about you, Master, but word of a curious village does more to spark my interest than deter it.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Is that who I think it is? Aye, I reckon so.
No seen you about. You the outsider? My lord spoke of you. Come on, follow me. I've something real nice to show you.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Well met, sir.
Oh, you've a sharp eye. Suppose I ought not to have underestimated you, Sir Arisen. You wonder how I know? For starters, 'tisn't just me. The entire village recognizes you for what you are, cuz. Naught mysterious about it. We've our sources, and that's all I'm saying. But don't worry yourself. I'm actually on your side, in a sense. Can't offer you any help, though. Village code and all that. Still, I suppose I could give you a bit of advice. If I were you, I'd try doing to someone else what I was just doing to you. Know what I mean? I've a hefty wager riding on you, cuz. Don't let me down, eh?
All that obscure advice, only to depart with nary a word of explanation. Shall we try doing what she did to us, then?
I suppose I could indulge.
If I were to give you some advice, I've a hefty wager riding on you, cuz. Don't let me...
Fancy a look at my wares? Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
Hey, how'd he know to expect you? I couldn't tell you. Why not ask him yourself? You'll find him in the manor atop the on-hill.
I'm not interested.
I dare say we could sell this for a fair amount of gold.
Deeper pockets make for shallower troubles, they say.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops, I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you care to ask? If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate. Which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmeister. Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take it, and do with it what you will.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason. We shall await you here, Master.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up. Dear me.
There's ought to be said for peace and... I've things to do with...
You're here. I've been waiting for you.
You've my gratitude.
Huzzah! I'll not take that from you.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the Arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that complacent has got no business being a thief. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false Arisen. We're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in the lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you.
Time to be heading home.
Ought to be said.
My apologies for the wait. We grew further apart than I'd anticipated.
No doubt you're dazzled by my charms.
that went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Everyone's as tired as I am.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your Majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I have no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your Majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
That thief maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this will make life rather difficult for the Queen Regent. I wonder how Harv village fares. Mayhap we ought to stop by? I know the way. Follow me.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.